Now, this is the second time that the DA has denied Young Thug and Gunna bail in their new Rico case. You want to know my opinion? I believe a lot of people share the same opinion. Basically, the DA is on a mission. There's been a lot of crime and like an influx in crime in the Atlanta area. So they really want to crack down on that. You know, obviously public pressure and things like that. But somebody's got to be made the example. And I feel like Young Thug and Wife and Lucci and even she's alluding to the fact that more people is going to be getting RICO cases coming up soon is a result of all that. You know what I mean? So I really do feel for Young Thug and them, even though when you read some of the information that's out already, you realize like, okay, this is something that you wouldn't want in your community, obviously not, but these are some of our favorite people and we love their music, and it feels like when somebody becomes that I mean, they're famous for that long and in the limelight, they feel like you have that personal connection with them as far as the music goes. You know, nothing too crazy, but you know what I mean. The crazy part is like they've been denied bail twice on this, and usually that's not a good sign because it means that the judge is taking a look at the case and he's basically saying there's enough evidence here, like, and enough things going on like currently that we shouldn't release you to the public because either a flight risk because of their power and influence, or you're potentially could be tampering with the witnesses. So you know, I want to send out, you know, our prayers to Young Thug, and even though we all make mistakes in life, nobody deserves to be you know, in jail, and that's just a bad situation for anybody. The crazy part is like Gunna, who people initially thought that he would be the one that would get the lighter slap on the wrist and they would kind of use him as like a catalyst to get to Young Thug because if you look at it, he seems like more of a like he was involved in things, but he wasn't really involved. So they usually go after those people because they feel that they will fold. And if he's his right hand man to a degree, and he's one of the more notable characters in this story, if you will, then if they go after him and he folds, then it'll be almost like a automatic slam dunk for the state or the feds or whatever the case may be. And from what I take, it's the state, the feds is involved, but it's really the state of Atlanta that really wants these guys. So Gunna, on the other hand, has some interesting things that are coming to the public eye in this whole situation. Knowing that now that he's been involved, considering that Young Thug and his gang affiliations and ties go back to the New York City set Sex Money Murder Blood Gang. And it comes to find out that Gunna has ties to the Shady Park Crip set, which is crazy because it's like obviously in New York there's no like mystery or no hidden truth or anything like that Bloods and Crips really deal with each other like on a day-to-day basis. If you think about the Woos, and there's a lot of Bloodset Crips that's in between that, but I digress. But to find out that Gunna was a high-ranking member of a Crip set really kind of like it's like one of those details where you like the truth is crazier than fiction. Like you couldn't have made that up. Nobody would have guessed that. If you had money on that, you'd be a fucking rich dude. So yeah, so that was a big revelation in the story, and so that's why he was denied bail on the second hearing, because when the prosecution brought that information forth to the judge, they're basically saying that he has ties and connections to the streets that will allow him to still commit crimes and tamper with the case and jeopardize what they're trying to get done. Another thing that happened with Gunna, which really was surprising, is that a nurse got caught trying to sneak drugs into the jail. They said that as she was trying to smuggle it in, the deputy approached her, seen her with a bag or whatever was in it, and she drops the bag and takes off. When they retrieve the bag has cocaine, marijuana, and other items in it. You know, obviously drugs. She was trying to get drugs inside the jail. and allegedly, this was for Gunna. So that's also another thing that's gonna not be the best for getting you to home to fight your case from home. And everybody knows, if you know anything about like being incarcerated or people fighting cases or anything like that, which obviously we all have those people in our family member who's made mistakes, and we want to support them regardless of that, because sometimes we hope that it's just a mistake. But when you're familiar with these situations, you know that being home and being able to dress in your normal clothes and being able to get a haircut and groom and all those different things that come with living a normal life that's not to do with being incarcerated behind bars. Like, those things are important for for your presentation, and especially how you carry yourself, your mental health, and all those things. You really deteriorate over time, I would imagine, mentally being incarcerated, because you really never really had that chance to say, hey, I like, if it was your last moment, like you kind of have that sense of okay, this is it. But if they got you there, I would imagine that you probably would wake up or come to a realization in your situation where you feel like, damn, like, I might never see the light of day again. And for these brothers, the situation and the charges that they bringing up against them, it could have them sitting behind bars for a long time, at least until their old age. And if not for that, it's some murders is involved in this case. And those Rico charges, man, you don't have to actually do anything, like, but you can be linked to the crimes that, if you're a high-ranking member in those situations, that's how they usually get it, because they know that you have the power to order these things to happen. So definitely want to send our thoughts and prayers to the whole YSL gang, and RIP Lil Key, man. That was also another thing. And then also RIP I don't know if she died, but I know that Young Thug's mom got like shot. I mean, his baby mama got shot. So it's just been a lot of tragedy going on with that whole situation, and we do send the best of our wishes, because we don't wish this on anybody. But hopefully, if they do get another chance at life, they will, just take a different route. Let's catch up with Stevie. Hopefully, if you missed any of this information, this was able to help you out. If you want to check out the next video, dude, put on your notifications just so you can check it out. Right now, I'm not really asking for subscribers. I'm just trying to build up a little following here. So if you guys like the videos and you want to hear more, then catch up with Stevie. Thank you. Bye.